For those of you that shop on Amazon, have you received any advertisements lately for cordless power tools that are compatible with the brand of your choice, whether that be DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita? Personally, I'm mainly a Makita guy, but I've just been getting a lot of advertisements for these Makita compatible tools. Specifically flashlights, cordless blowers. You know, they have some impact, but to be honest, I would never trust a no-name brand impact. And also to that point, a lot of generic Makita compatible batteries. Now, that is something I will never purchase. I was a firefighter for 10 years and I took a lot of classes on the dangers of lithium-ion batteries. The problem with these batteries, once they catch on fire, a phenomenon called thermal runaway happens, and basically they just continue to release energy, and it's very difficult, if not impossible, to extinguish lithium-ion battery fires. So when it comes to purchasing these batteries, I always recommend that you purchase official name brand batteries that are UL listed and certified here in the States. You know, I see a lot of these YouTubers currently pushing these no-name solar generators, right? Where you have a couple solar panels, you have a big lithium-ion battery, and this is just junk being pumped out of China. I mean, who knows if this stuff is safe? That's why you won't see me pushing any kind of products like that, because I just don't feel like they're safe, and I feel like people that aren't careful are going to set their houses on fire. So be very careful when it comes to purchasing lithium-ion batteries. Only stick with the name brands is my recommendation. So looking at the battery connection difference between the Makita compatible blower and a true Makita tool, this is the 1/2" impact. This is where I start to get a little bit nervous about using these Makita compatible tools. So if you take a look at the Makita 1/2" impact, there's a star, and there's also a third lug. If you'll notice on the Makita compatible blower, it only has those 2 contacts. So from my understanding, that third lug is to allow the tool to communicate with the battery. And what that communication consists of, well, basically, it helps to ensure that these batteries don't over discharge or overheat. And with this Makita compatible blower, you don't have that third communication lug. So you got to be careful. But, you know, I'm reading the instructions here. I don't know if this is credible at all, but tool battery protection system. This tool is equipped with a tool battery protection system. The system automatically cuts power to the motor to extend tool and battery life. When the tool overheats, the tool will automatically stop, and the battery light will flash for about 60 seconds. In this case, wait for the tool to cool down before turning on. Over discharge protection. The tool stops automatically when the remaining battery charge becomes low. If the product does not operate even when the switch is turned on, please remove the battery from the tool and charge battery. I don't know. Do you trust this? Questionable. Very questionable. You know, there's a reason why these Makita tools cost triple of what the Makita compatible tools cost. You know, when I first started this video, I was pretty excited about this blower, but after realizing that real Makita tools have this communication lug and this one does not, has me questioning how safe this tool actually is. Regardless, I think when I finish using this tool, I will just remove the battery to ensure that no accidents happen, but I don't know. Anyway, let's see how well the battery connects to the tool. I mean, it locks in there just fine, but I'll tell you something I really dislike about this blower is it's not really balanced well. You know, you hold onto the tool like this, right? And when you put it down, you would think that you'd put it down like this, but the tool just topples right over. And what's going to hit? Well, you're going to hit your battery right there. You got to be very careful with these batteries. You know, they're engineered very well, but you want to be gentle with them. You don't want to slam them. You don't want to cause a lithium-ion battery fire. So, you know, in terms of the balance, it would have been nice if they had a bit of a stand. They really don't have much there. You know, there's just this little flat spot right here. On the other side of the grip handle, we have some decals. This one's already starting to peel. 18-volt leaf blower. Maximum air volume, 180 CFM. Machine wind speed, 150 miles per hour. We have our CE mark, which again is the European UL equivalent. Whether it's actually CE certified or listed, no idea. I would bet against it. And it also claims that it is FCC compliant. I don't know about that. Maximum speed, 22,000 RPM, made in China. And on the other side, it just says brushless. Now, this Makita compatible blower is CE certified, which according to my understanding, that's kind of the European acceptance equivalent of a UL listing, but it's very hard to verify whether this is actually CE certified or whether they just put a CE stamp on there. To be honest, I feel like half the products being sold on Amazon that are CE certified are all fake. I have a feeling, you know, they just print the sticker on there, pump it out of the factory and send it out. Just my thought. Prove me otherwise. So you would hit the power button, turns the tool on, and then you have your gear selection button on the right. So you have first gear, press it once more, second gear, and then in order to get this tool into third gear or the highest RPM, you know, max wind speed, you would pull the trigger in the back, doesn't matter which gear you're in, and you would press the turbo button. So first we're gonna try first gear. Motor is a little bit noisy on the wind down. Go to second gear. And then finally we'll go to third gear. So I'm going to pull the trigger and then press the turbo button. Definitely a little bit noisy on wind down, but that's a Makita compatible tool for you. Anyway, I think we should take this outside and see how it does blowing a few leaves around. All right, we'll start off with gear 1 here. Gear 2. Gear 3. Definitely ergonomic, comfortable in the hand, pretty well balanced, cushion grip. So, my final thoughts. Well, let's stay positive for a moment. Something I noticed that I do like is that after powering this tool on, if you do not operate this tool, it shuts itself off after about 1.5 minutes. So that is a nice feature. As for testing the maximum runtime, I'm going to choose not to do that because I don't want to risk overdrawing my batteries. From my understanding, if you overdraw your batteries, you risk damaging them. And with the true Makita tools, you know, they have that communication lug for preventing the batteries from overdraining or overheating. This claims that it has these internal electronics to do so. Do I trust it? No, I don't. I don't know. I'm on the fence whether I want to keep this or not. I so badly wanted to keep this, but it might just be safer to return it and get the true Makita tool. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are, though. Would you trust a tool like this? Do you purchase off-brand batteries? If you do, I really hope that you don't, but have you bought any of these off-brand tools? What do you think? Let me know. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching. Stay safe out there.